Good morning, everybody, and here we are, NaNoWriMo week 3. So give yourself a pat on the back. We made it to week 3. I'll let you know my word count. Honestly, I haven't been logging in NaNoWriMo lately, but I did do some writing over the weekend. I am starting today with 19,853. So I'm almost to the 20,000 mark. I can see that happening today. Feel free to leave in the chat where you are on your work in progress for Nano. I'm pretty excited to get moving along this week, week 3. And I'm pretty excited to get this story evolving. And I definitely have my coffee this morning. Nice big mug of coffee, so I don't have to get up and move around very much. And this morning's brunch time snack is going to be pumpkin pie that I made yesterday, some apple slices, and some sharp cheddar cheese. I also have some Smart Food popcorn. So I'm ready to get writing. I hope you are too. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday. I'm going to get the first timer up. We're going to get into the first sprint right away. Welcome to Prompt Coffee, Brunch Writing Bunch. Take your time to ease into writing if you haven't been already. I know some people are up, moving around, and are the early birds, kind of like the mid-morning one. So I am ready to go. I am just going to go over, listen on the speech edit, some of the stuff I wrote over the weekend. Just to kind of find my place, have a little coffee, and get ready to write. Be productive. We'll do quite a few sprints today. And let's see. NaNoWriMo week 3. Wonderful. Feel free to let me know what you're working on today during the sprints and how your Monday's going. And we're going to get right into the first sprint right away. I'm going to listen to speech edit over what I wrote and have some coffee, and then hopefully get right in and start getting these NaNoWriMo word counts in. So on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going to sprint for 20 minutes. Let's go. Good morning.
things organized.
How did everybody do on that sprint? Doing pretty good so far. Well, Heather, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm at 19,873. I can't even think if I decreased or increased because I spent that sprint listening to what I wrote over the weekend and making some corrections that I had occurred during dictation.
Yeah, that's something I'm going to have to do myself. I was currently
Just minor
up some
spelling.
documents and getting myself ready, actually. And apologize for my little bit of didn't realize I wasn't muted earlier. But yeah, so I was opening up some documents and just looking a little bit in a critique I'm doing.
Nice.
So yeah. And in general, just trying to get myself organized for the day.
I know that feeling very well.
So, yeah.
And looks like CB popped in, working on Marvel fanfic. I started working on my calendar for 2020 with my worker today. Awesome. That is something I'm dreading thinking about planning out 2022. Just I've not been able to do the same things as I have or plan as well the last 2 years, it feels like.
Yeah. About the last 2 years have been a little bit, lots going on for sure. Very different. Yeah. Yeah.
Experience molds us. Experience shapes us. So
that's very true. Very, very, very true. And the other thing is, I was making sure I have all my ducks in a row for filling out this form. Looks like I will be participating in another. It's kind of another con. It's an outdoor event, and this is going to be in February, middle of February. So yay!
Here, we'll do like this.
I have some cards to make over the next few months.
That's nice because you enjoy the work you have to do, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, because life is too short, to not enjoy what you do.
Yes. I am trying to work on enjoying the things I have to do instead of dreading the things I have to do. So maybe that'll be my New Year's resolution this year is to try to enjoy the things I have to do and try to turn that
too. That too, because there's things you have to do for sure.
There is. And everybody was home yesterday evening. And then after dinner, I looked at the sink and I'm like, enjoy the things you have to do. And I'm like, ugh. Dishes and laundry, I have to learn to enjoy those things because I hate those the most. But I have to do them.
But I kind of enjoy it too.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing that every day.
Oh yeah, every day.
Speaking of dishes, do you have any good food this morning? Any good brunch time snack today?
Oh, I will be getting that during the next sprint. But yes, I will be. I've decided we have some leftover waffles from what that was. Anyway, there's some waffles I need to eat and leftover, and and bacon, and maybe I don't know. We'll see if I make an egg or not.
I made pumpkin pie yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, just to warm up for Thanksgiving a little bit, and then
I got
some apple slices.
Good idea. I have to figure out what. I guess we're going to my in-laws for Thanksgiving, so I have to figure out what I want to bring. Pardon me.
I'm probably cooking as normal.
So probably a dessert.
Yeah.
Everyone's always happy if you bring dessert. So, I'm sorry?
I said everyone's always happy if you bring dessert.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Very true. Hey, look, I have a pop of fall color over here.
Ooh. I'm in gray.
I'm
cozy.
like
I got
I'm
stretch
cozy.
pants on, a big sweater.
It was
Cozy for
chilly here
Ray.
this morning, so I have like a light sweatshirt on. Believe it or not, I found this at
Oh, I
Walmart.
like it. I like the tie-dye
Dyed. It's like,
It looks
what do they
comfy.
call it? Ice dyed or something? Yeah, it's very comfy.
And did
I like
you
the
work
fact that sweatshirts are actually fit like sweatshirts now. They're not so tight.
Yeah.
Yay
I
for
like
that. Yay for
I like
90s
long
style
sleeves.
sweatshirts.
Yeah. I like the long sleeves,
And
the long bottom, and then I like the top to be like looser around my neck. So.
Yeah, I don't like a tight. I don't like the really. Yeah, I don't like those.
That looks good on
I'm
you,
with
though.
you on that. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I don't like things tight around my neck. I never did.
Yeah.
I tried wearing turtlenecks back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s, but I always would tug at it and be like, eh.
I used to wear turtlenecks a lot when I wore more blazer style coats, like little jackets.
Okay.
I
did that.
Earlier 2000s, I'd wear like the little jackets with the buttons and wear like turtlenecks under them.
That was a thing.
I like all.
I had short hair then, and so I would wear turtlenecks because I felt like I looked better. I don't know.
Short hair does look very nice with that too. It frames it well. But did you get anything on your project done over the weekend?
No, I did not. I was parenting all weekend and having a migraine. So yeah. It's okay.
Well, I popped in the Discord on Friday.
Oh, you did?
And ended up having a couple glass of wines and being obnoxious. And so I was home alone, really. And well, my daughter was here, and then she went to bed. And I was like, oh, I'm bored. Maybe I'll just do some filters on Snapchat. Just play on Snapchat. I took one picture, and then I lost my phone for the whole weekend.
Uh-oh.
I could not find my phone till yesterday.
You didn't oh, you don't have a landline where you can call it or have somebody call you?
I do, but I didn't even think to plug the landline in to look.
Oh.
I didn't even think of that till you said that right now. Because I do have one in my kitchen. It's just not plugged in. Because if I plug it in, it will ring non-stop, like telemarketer, sales calls.
Yeah, if my hubby's home and I'm looking for my phone, he'll be like, here, call your phone.
Okay. Mine wasn't home, though. Mine was like out in the woods.
Out in the woods.
And so
manly.
I couldn't find my phone, and I had a couple glasses of wine. So I thought it would be fun to Marie Kondo, like go through all the clothes. Mind you, I'm drunk at this point. I was still drinking wine. So I decided to take everybody's clothes out of their dressers and closets and put it in my living room. So I have spent the whole weekend sneaking downstairs, doing some writing and relaxing, watching a little videos, and every time I go upstairs, going through more clothes. So these great ideas. I don't know what I was thinking. I had created so much more work for myself.
Yeah, I kind of did that yesterday. I started going through my books because I was trying to get rid of a few things and kind of reorganize them a little bit, and then in the end it was kind of a mess in this living room, but everybody was stepping over books. But oh well, yeah, it needed to be done though because it looks a lot better, and yeah, I still want to get rid of some things, just some old photography books that they're of no use now because they're for manual.
Less things you gotta move around, right?
Yeah, less things to move later. Yes.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. And then anyway, one of those bookcases is going to go over here on the opposite side sometime within the next month or 3.
So at least the whole thing came out of drinking all that wine and pulling all those clothes out and creating all that work for myself is the summer clothes are packed away.
There you go. That's a benefit.
Yep. And I'm feeling pretty good about the project. I'm moving along, and I want to be productive today. So I'm gonna get the next
Mm.
sprint going. Do you want to do the countdown? Oh, somebody just showed up at my house. I heard someone come in the door.
Okay, so let's see.
Hi, Dre.
Sorry.
um, everybody, we're going to do some writing. We're going to do, or at least be productive and get some things done we need to do. Remember to sit up straight in your chair if you're sitting. Take a drink of water if you need to. I'm going to do a little stretching, and then we're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's write.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you did well on that sprint. I got a little distracted towards the end because I was in my documents. All right. Oops, sorry, didn't pause the timer here. Hope you're having a great day. Looks like Heather might have got a little distracted as I did also. Here we go.
Yeah. I had the
word count.
I had to pull take some things off the stove.
Very nice. I bumped something, so I have to punch out, and I would like to get my word count. I only did a small paragraph. My son showed up, and so he wanted a sandwich, so I packed him a lunch real quick. So, oh no, I'm gonna stop this right now. Still had the microphone on. All right, let me see. I'm still trying to get the timers. I don't know what I'm doing today. Sometimes I wonder. Tell you what. All right. Do you have your word count in? And I'll check the comments in a second here. Let's see where I'm at. I'm at 20,004. So I just hit the 20,000 mark.
You know what I need
That
to
was
do?
just a short bit of writing because I did get distracted with the kid. I'm just going to subtract 20,004 minus 19873. So 131 that sprint.
Cool.
So not too bad. I can't get this right today.
I'm still trying to get myself together.
Yeah, it is.
We got things going on today.
Hi, just in case. Hope you're doing well. Not distracted here, just immensely tired, but still writing. Yes. Very nice. So.
That was me yesterday. Immensely tired.
I watched a Christmas movie yesterday afternoon, so that was like that was like the nice.
We watched something on TV. Was it on Reels? It was about the making of Star Wars and how it affected society in general, and well, it was what's her name? She used to be on the Today Show. Her last name is Morales, Natalie Morales.
Mm.
It was done very well, and just some kind of sort of backstage things, and it was really interesting.
So, the part of the story I'm in right now is pretty much like a false victory or a temporary victory at this point. So, they've gotten through this just this past current situation, and I feel like this is the new chapter starting. So, I'm naughty and I haven't put chapter headings in here. So I'm just kind of writing the story as I go and leaving a little break where I think the new chapter should start. But in my head, I'm flowing through the story because I just could not think of chapter titles yet. So when I go back through it, I'll do that because I'm separating them in different blocks for chapters, but I haven't titled them.
Okay.
So they're not titled, but I am flowing in the story in a chronological order for structure. If that makes sense. Is that the right word? Chronological order. So the process of the story structure. And I'm really happy I reviewed that in the month of October. So I was going through the 27 chapter example in October. And I'm really happy I did that because it's helping me a lot. It's helping me a lot. So Justin says jumped in mid sprint, so I don't know how much I wrote. Yeah, no problem. I spent half that sprint talking to my son before he went to work and packing him lunch. So it's the second round of lunch packing today. I think I'm ready to keep going because I am not anywhere near 1,600 words today.
Okay, so that's interesting. In my Nano, I have I'm behind, way behind.
I haven't logged anything in like a week.
Oh yeah, same here. I'm like, oh gosh, I thought that was through last Friday. I mean, the previous Friday, because I didn't log anything last week in the Nano site because I know it's been having issues anyway.
Yeah, I got a little frustrated.
Well, according to my notes here in this calendar, I had 1,362 total for the first week of November. Let's see. Supposedly that plus what I wrote last week, I'm at that I have written in November would be 4,462. So that's all right.
It's really good.
Let's say.
I believe there's a 10K writing day going on. It might be on SD Hedges channel or Tamara Woods. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah,
but
probably.
I have been thinking about I may need to do a 10K day to catch up. I'm pretty happy that I'm at the 20,000 mark right now, though. So I just think if I did a 10K, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. It's really hard.
I was with people who were doing a 10K day, and one time I got 3,000 words, so I was very happy. That was a long day, but
right, it's a long day.
Boy, that was a long day. But but I was very happy that I wrote that many words.
Yes.
While I'm thinking about it, before I forget, I did want to let you know, Bonnie, that I won't be able to talk long once you're done because I have something at 1:30.
Oh, feel free to pop out whenever you need, Heather, and you're always welcome here. And whatever you got to do, your life stuff is important. So
there's some life stuff, but also other things, like there's a meeting.
Oh, nice.
Like the one I spoke at last month.
Ooh.
'Cause they're doing it a little early because of Thanksgiving week.
Oh, that's really nice.
So
Very
yeah.
cool.
Apparently I'm a member
And
again. So,
it's all right. Just in case wrote a good scene today about the young photographer finds a runaway android in the desert. He's out there trying to photograph as much as he can because there are plans for nuking the desert as an attempt to blow dust high up in the atmosphere as a solar filter to compensate for global warming.
interesting.
It makes me think of what they do already, put particles in there to up in the air they release to reflect the sunlight.
Hmm.
And that's already done. I believe that's already done from my knowledge bases. They already put aerosol different chemicals out into the air to fight global warming. But
Hmm. I don't know.
I could be wrong. Warming. Gotcha. That's interesting. I'd like to
That sounds
Justin's always
fascinating.
writing something very interesting, either AI or
Yeah. Actually, I had an idea back when I was in high school. I had an idea for a story.
mhm.
Um, I didn't finish it, but I had this idea, and it had to do with global warming because it was a brand new thing. Nobody ever heard of it before, and it shocked everybody. I remember that. I could say around 86, probably.
He's Justin's making me think of global warming, how the temperatures are changing so much in different places. And I think I saw on like the world news, China got like dumped in snow in certain places of China.
Hmm.
And I
Okay.
know here in upstate New York, we got our first snow this weekend. So,
Oh, burr. Sounds cold.
yeah,
Yeah,
hot chocolate season.
yeah, for sure. I was talking to my neighbor at the bus stop this morning, and because she was born in New York, and she was saying she's never going back.
I was born in
She's done.
Pennsylvania, but I've
She
lived
doesn't like the
Pennsylvania,
snow.
New York, and Ohio. So,
I lived in Ohio as a child.
pretty different than Florida, I would think.
Oh yeah, very different.
Let's see. I do have the next timer ready. And if you do need to jump out, Heather, oh, you said like 1:30. I'm going to put up another 20 minutes. This is the third writing sprint. And how many words did I get? 131. It's okay. It's okay. I wrote a lot this weekend. So I'm going to get the next timer up. And stretch your fingers, get your coffee, drink your water, turn the
Hmm.
temperature down and cool down the house if you can't focus. I hear that helps, colder rooms.
Ah, we can just open a window.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool morning here.
Justin says one more thing. I know all about Bill Gates' project spreading sulfur in the atmosphere. I presented a similar suggestion, although with a salt and calcium mixture at the COP meeting in 29. It didn't use a fraction of the field Bill's project does. Gotcha. And Justin, I know you're writing all about AI and things of that nature. Are you familiar with Singularity? Let me know in the chat when we come back. And I am going to get this next timer going. Are you ready, Heather?
Yes, yes, I am actually.
Me too.
I think
And
I'm
I'm
going to
gonna I'm gonna dictate, so I'm gonna turn the screen off so I can talk fast and probably shove my face a little bit, but I feel like I move quicker with the dictation when I'm not paying attention to anything else. So here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's write. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you did well on that sprint. I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to get a word count right now. Go ahead and leave in the chat how you did. Let's get that number real quick. I'd like to get that number real quick and see where I'm at. I am at 20,510. So I'm going to just calculate that real quick. 20,510 minus 19873. I started with today. I'm at 637 for the day so far.
Cool.
What'd you do on that sprint, Heather?
Computer. I'm calculating myself.
Wonderful. And I'll get to the comments while you do that. Justin says, yep, I know about singularity, old concept too. Singularity is a hypothetical point in time at which technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, resulting in unforeseeable changes to human civilization. The first using of singularity concept in technological context was John von Neumann, and later it was popularized in 1993 essay by the sci-fi author Vernon Vinage. In later years after the Terminator movies, it's been used for the moment when an AI becomes sentient. Sentient, which means an AI becomes able to communicate human emotions, feel and communicate human emotions. I would believe that's sentient. No need to fear as AIs, though. Those projects are still way too rudimentary, don't work properly, really aren't worth investing in. And approximately 250 words, chat not included. In my mind, when I think of singularity, I think of the concept of all computers being able to communicate and learn from each other. In my head, singularity means that any computer can communicate with another computer and have the knowledge that that computer holds also, and be able to communicate back and forth effortlessly. In my head, that's what singularity would mean. And Justin, if you would like to try an AI application app, it's a texting app with AI intelligence. There is an app that you can join for free. It is a text app where you talk to an AI fake person, AI. You have your own. I have one. I haven't used it in a while, but it's called Replica. And what you can do is the texting app or AI actually learns and advances with you, and you can actually work on projects with it. It has a mental health area. It has other things you can log and talk, and it communicates back very quickly. It's very nice if you have a lot of alone time. And I haven't pulled that up in a while, but maybe I'll do that at some point. With sentient, I mean conscious. Yes, consciousness. Very cool. Yeah, and I get so hyped up a little bit when I talk about that kind of stuff. I used to really, really enjoy a lot of that kind of information and quantum processing and things of that nature. I was in for a while, and I've been doing other things though. But that's definitely one of my interests is AI technology and processing, the universe, astronomy, all those things. I am a little fan of. Do you have any other hobbies outside of writing and creating art?
Let's see, writing and creating art. Let's see.
Takes up a lot of my
I mean, a lot of things, but probably, just anything to do with nature. At one point, I thought I might be a naturalist when I was growing up. I'm very fascinated with well, trees and plants um, and just also rocks and rock formations and things like of that nature. Um, when I was going to college, I ended up taking this class, and it was called, let's see, it was called Geology of National Parks. I'm also a big fan of public parks, and that was really fascinating, and it really inspired me to visit national parks. So far, I've only visited. Well, I visited a couple of national um, parks or landmarks, but I would it's on my bucket list to visit at least some in other states and stuff like that. I've been to let's see, I've been to Lurie Caverns in Virginia. I've been to a couple places in Virginia. But there's lots of places like that that I would really like to see. I'd love to see Yellowstone. I'd love to go to Denali. I have family members that have been to Denali, so it sounded very, very interesting and cool, and I'd love to do that someday.
I would love to start traveling again. And it's
Yes.
interesting where life takes you and how things come around because
It's,
I just remember all the memories I had of being a child and where I wanted to be when I was grown up. And I've been very blessed to have done so many things that I never thought I personally would be able to do, because of my
mhm.
life, where I came from, the struggles. And it's interesting how things come around if they're meant to be, or if you work towards making them happen, like writing our books and our manuscripts. You have to put the work in to make them happen. And I've been lucky. I've traveled so many places. I would love to do that again. Before I started working on writing books, I actually wanted to be a travel writer. I wanted that to be my job once the kids are gone. You know what I mean? Once it's
Yes.
that was the plan, and the things have changed so much
That
in
was
just
one
a
thing I
short
wanted to
period of
do
time.
as
It's
well.
like refocusing what you want, you know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, when I started attending writers groups back in the late '90s, and just trying to absorb everybody's experiences and try to figure out what I wanted to do as far as being a writer, that was one of the first things I really, really considered doing.
Travel
Is
writing.
kind of being a generalist, but including travel writing in it,
Mhm.
and being a freelance uh, writer in that way.
I wish I was into vlogging and things when I was doing all the traveling, because I wasn't
Yeah,
into
we can
vlogging then,
see, we
and
can
I'm like,
see
"Oh, I wish I would have
where you're at.
vlogged all this," you know? But I
Do you have,
enjoyed the
do you have any
experiences.
video from when you any
Did what?
video? Or,
Some
do you have
videos,
any video?
lots of pictures. Um, I have so much pictures and
Um,
stuff too, so, it's I've been very blessed that I've gotten to see a lot of different things. And my first international trip, I was actually 15 and I went to Honduras for a few weeks in the summer. And
wow.
yeah, I went with a large group when I was 15, and I remember doing like skate-a-thons and babysitting and house cleaning to save all this money to go. And
Okay.
that was my first international trip, and I got to work in orphanages and stuff. And it was a great experience, but everyone is so different.
Un
But
momento.
I'm gonna actually start the next sprint in a moment. I'm gonna just get to these comments. Tried an AI chat box way back in the 1990s. Amazing how swiftly it learned to simulate human communication, yet didn't understand a bleep. Yeah, but it's like entertainment in my eyes. So it's like a talking Tamagotchi. I don't know. Um, I also have a hobby, although I rarely get down to it, making small sculptures. Very, very cool. Um, that's very cool. Pottery is very cool. Ceramics. I also love foraging in nature for wild herbs, berries, and fruit. Very good way to stress down. Yes, I am a very outdoors person. And if you've known me a while, you probably know that. Um, if you don't, now you do. And I am extremely attracted to water. Um, the beach, the lake, rivers, creeks. I love the woods. I love water. And I have become quite the bird watcher this year. Also, love foraging in nature. Yes, got that. Yes. I've actually been thinking about studying more fungus. That way I can go in the woods and hunt for mushrooms. So if anybody knows about mushroom hunting, um, DM me. Let me know. And I'd like to know more about that. We are going to get the last sprint. I think this is going to be the last sprint for the day. I'm going to continue to write throughout the day, but this is going to be the last sprint that we're doing for today. So I hope you're ready to write and being productive. And the most important thing is showing up, pulling up the document, and getting those fingers on the keyboard. So let's do that. And I'll get the timer up. And it's Monday. So usually Mondays are not my best day, but I'm trying to make it a good day. Oh yes. Let's get our one little word of wisdom. Today, our word of wisdom calendar says for November 15th, one of the most difficult things to give away is kindness. It is usually returned. All right. So that's today's little word of wisdom. And we are going to get the sprint going. Make sure you hydrate, stretch, do what you got to do, whether you're writing or editing or using this sprint to get some food or self care, or maybe you have to do a little tidying up to get ready to work. Whatever you got to do, now's the time. We're going to sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. That was the last sprint of the day. How you feeling? Can't hear you, Heather.
Sorry about that. Not bad, especially that music. It's very peppy. I always want to go like this. It just reminds me of the 80s.
The sprint's over. Yeah, I like it too. I like playing with those little applications, making those little things. So. Justin says, I have a hobby, although I rarely get making small sculptures, and we went back there. Foraging. Justin says, I do know a bit about mushrooms, but usually refrain from picking any, knowing that I don't know sufficient. I only pick chanterelles and 2 other easy recognizable sorts, but they are rare here. Gotcha.
I also love photography, and I haven't shared it yet. I keep forgetting to share a post to my Instagram, and I think I'm going to send it now. I think it's probably fine the way it is, because I took some pictures this morning. I try to do that at least on Mondays, and I think I'm pretty proud of the first one you'll see. It's a detail, and I really like it. It's not. I haven't sold any pictures in a very long time because I used to sell pictures with the articles I used to sell. But
that's great.
We'll see. Because oftentimes I'll take pictures of mushrooms and mosses and things like that, because it's just something that appeals to me. So there we go. I just shared it finally. So, yeah. Also, I did want to say real quick, I have written a total of 171 words on your stream, and thank you so much for having me.
I'm at 994 today so far.
Wow, very cool.
I'm not moving as quick as last week, but it's Monday.
Oh, that's okay. It's Monday, and I'm having a Monday too. But I was very proud of myself for having written 900 words last Friday.
It is great.
That was a good feeling, let me tell you, because it was all narration, no notes, no nothing around. It was all narration, so that made me feel good.
I notice I'm at a part of the story where I'm going into the midpoint. And I get stuck here a little bit. So I don't know if it's just like my own mental block telling myself, you get stuck here, you get stuck here, you get stuck here, or if it's actually me stuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
So normally I don't do anything on Monday.
Definitely, because I'm around that mark myself. So I was like, what am I doing?
I'm like, just keep putting words. Folks. I'm like, just keep looking at your notes. Keep looking at your notes and keep telling your story on here. Yeah, don't stop just because your brain is telling you you're stuck. So I don't know if that works for other people.
Right, exactly. What do they say? Because there's really no such thing as writer's block. It's just fear or whatever.
I believe it.
You know, it's like you just gotta.
Unless you're a pantser,
like you say, just keep writing.
Yeah. I think there can be writer block if you're a pantser, because there can be parts where you have to stop. I've had stories where you have to stop and you really can't think of what
do anyone. It's like I can't do only one thing. I can't. It's because then I'll get blocked. So I'll go and do it the other way. Mm-hmm. And if I get blocked, I'll go back and do it the other way, and that seems to help me a lot.
That's feel interesting, huh? Yeah. When I get stuck, I tend to go, because there's so much technology nowadays. When I feel like I get stuck, I just highlight and have it read to me on the speech, even though it's in a robotic voice. I have it read back to
Yeah,
me so I can
whatever
kind
it
of
takes, you know,
think of where to go next.
or start writing by hand or something,
Hmm.
whatever it is, you know.
I love writing by hand, but I do not like taking my
Excuse me.
writing by hand and putting it into my document after because I already wrote it. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? Like I've done that before where you're just stacks of handwritten pages you have to put into your document and you're like, "Oh, I already wrote this." And it's not in there yet. So, speech helps with that too, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm at almost 1,000 words for today.
Oh,
So
look, I'm
that was
saving.
our last sprint. I think I'm going to take a short break and then uh maybe get back into some other people's writing sprints this afternoon. I have a few more hours, but like I said, Mondays are usually my day where I don't want to do anything. And
Yeah, same, same.
besides the stuff I have to do, like dishes and mop the floor and laundry, but usually Mondays I
Mhm.
try to just take it easy and unwind from the weekend. Usually I'm busy waiting on other people so much that Mondays I just want to relax. And Justin
Yeah.
got about 300 this round.
Oh, at one
And
point I was also writing an email. So yeah.
yeah, but you're getting things done, so that's what counts.
Yes.
And this is the link to Barrett's stream, which started at 1 o'clock. If you'd like to go right back over for more writing sprints, at Barrett Laurie's stream just started. So that link is in the chat. And I'm feeling pretty good for a Monday. And is there anything you want to let people to know about for this week before we wrap it up today?
Well, let's see. So I am planning on streaming tomorrow and Thursday from noon to 2. Now the following week is Thanksgiving week, and so obviously next Thursday. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Okay, I'd
Mhm.
stop and think for a second. So I that won't be happening for me because we will be going out of town for Thanksgiving. But
Nice.
that Tuesday I might. But as the basically my kid has the entire week off
Mm.
for Thanksgiving week, so
Probably mine too. I just haven't looked at the
um,
calendar yet.
so it's kind of a play it by ear slash maybe kid might be crashing my stream kind of thing, uh, which happens and it's fine. It's fine. So you know, I might still stream on next Tuesday.
Very nice. Well,
So
we'll
that's
see it
fine.
in the playlist if you decide, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I will not be streaming on Thanksgiving Day because I'm hosting. So I will be doing a lot of cooking, and I love the holidays. I love the holidays. I like to set a really nice, beautiful table for the holidays and, put the
There's
candle
something.
holder, put the candlesticks out and
Yeah, exactly.
just get
Cloth
nice beautiful.
napkins and the whole spiel.
I like to do that. I don't do that every day, but I do like to do that for like Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving when I'm having family over. So makes it just feel a little more special to me. But the problem is everyone in my house goes crazy because the night before the holiday, nobody's allowed in the dining room because I'm trying to set the table. I'm like, don't touch the place settings. Don't touch. Get away from the table. Eat on a TV tray. but but it's worth it when everybody enjoys it and you're with your family and um
Right.
haven't had very many family get-togethers for a while, so um
Right.
I hope just a small group, small intimate gathering, and should be nice. But I will be here. We're jumping ahead to Thanksgiving. I'll be here all this week at 11 a.m. I hope you'll join us for Brunch Writing Bunch, Nano Sprints Productivity. And this is week 3. So I'm going to have to really push hard this week.
I had to think about it for a second.
Monday, week 3. Week
It's Monday.
3.
Yes, it is.
I say week 3, and I'm
Boa.
thinking like the week's already gone, but it's the beginning of week 3, so we have
It's the beginning.
plenty of time. And
Yes.
do you want to let everyone know where they can find you?
So yeah, I started to say that earlier. All my social media is Heather Dewey Pettit, with the exception of the alternate social media. I have a second YouTube channel and Instagram, yeah, whatever. And that is currently called Autism, Love, and Acceptance, although I think I might change it to The Pettit Family, possibly.
Very nice.
I'm considering that. Anyway, thank you for having me, Bonnie.
You're welcome. And my name's Bonnie being Bonnie. You can find me on Nano as Bonnie Phillips. You can find me on Instagram as Bonnie Phillips Writes. And you can find me on Snapchat as Bonnie Sal1. So mine are not all the same. Do different things, different places. So I like to keep different outlets. But we'll be back tomorrow. Everyone keep writing and have a great Monday. Bye, everyone.